Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Hit the bell, subscribe. We have new content coming out daily. Make sure you subscribe. God bless you guys. So the Speaker of the House, as of this broadcast, is Kevin McCarthy. We remember all the drama that happened in January. Now you, right now, unless you are 113 years old, you have not lived through a motion to vacate the Speaker. So this is new for everybody. Everybody. There's no one that can go on TV and say, I've been through this before. Nope. No one's been through this. John Boehner has not been through this before. Newt Gingrich has not been through this before. The perv Denny Hassert has not been through this before. Nancy Pelosi has not been through this before. No one. This is the first time in 113 years that a Speaker of the House is facing a motion to vacate vote. And in 1910, it was used when Republican House Speaker Joseph Cannon filed a motion to vacate against himself in order to quell a party rebellion by proving he still had a mandate. So let's just go through all of the details and all the facts, because there's so much chatter out there and people calling each other names on both sides. We're going to take a step back. Let's walk through exactly the facts here, what this involves, and then we're going to ask the question, is this a good idea? I think the world of Matt Gaetz. But he's going to have to answer the question, is this a good idea? Okay, a motion to vacate is a motion by a single member of Congress to call on the House to consider by an up or down vote, the whole House, not just Republicans, dismissing a Speaker. In full, the name is, quote, Resolution to Vacate the Office of the Speaker. A motion to vacate is a, quote, privileged resolution, which means it gets immediately moved ahead of all other House business. It gets moved to the front of the line. The House must vote on it within 2 legislative days. Though they could buy more time by going into recess, but that's probably not going to happen. So the motion succeeds through a simple up or down majority vote. The whole House votes. If it succeeds, then McCarthy is no longer Speaker, and the House goes exactly back to where we were in January. And also, the committees, the assignments that we've seen, the weaponization of government committee, a lot of this stuff goes into suspension. Because without a Speaker, there really is no business of the House. So there does not have to be an immediate replacement at hand. You're just going to have basically the same sort of circus that we saw back in January, just go through itself again. So the House would then proceed immediately to a new Speaker election, just like that one we had in last January. Now, again, this has not been used in over 113 years. This is very serious stuff. Very serious stuff. And I'm going to go through why this is happening later in the program. It's happening because Republicans have not listened to their voters, and they've ignored you for the last 20 or 30 years. And it's created the inevitable volcanic eruption in Washington, D.C. That has to be communicated. When leaders ignore their voters, you're going to get unprecedented activity. The disconnect is so massive between what you are demanding them to do, secure the border, defund Jack Smith, balance the budget. Those are the top 3 priorities of the base. Secure the border, take care of Jack Smith, balance the budget, or otherwise known as cut spending, and also take care of the Ukraine thing. This is not unrealistic stuff. But when leaders don't do that, you get a set of preconditions that can best be described as chaos. So the Republican House majority is still extremely narrow. And Gaetz only needs 4 other Republicans to join him for McCarthy to lose his majority. So if that happens, the only way that Kevin can remain Speaker then is by the support of Democrats. But Democrats are saying, we are all going to vote to remove you as Speaker, Speaker McCarthy. We as a bloc are going to remove you, Speaker McCarthy. Every Democrat. Remember, the Democrats, they don't go through any of this stuff. And in some ways, that is, a good thing. And also, honestly, I'm glad that our party is not just like the Borg from Star Trek with no individual thought, some sort of commissar Politburo. I'm glad that we have free thinkers. At times, it could be rather frustrating, but I'm glad that we are not some sort of collectivist, communist, Marxist, totalitarian political party. But again, you think Pelosi would put up with this? if someone would have tried to do, if AOC, for example, would have been like, I'm going to do a motion to vacate against Nancy Pelosi, she would have been audited. Her parking pass would have been, would have been voided. There would be like a dead horse's head in AOC's bed by the next time she woke up. Her boyfriend would be fired at whatever job, and her like third removed aunt would be deported from the country. Democrats play for keeps. It's not even a matter that Democrats know how to achieve consensus. It's that Democrats would be terrified because Pelosi would make it personal quickly. There'd be 6 attack pieces. There would be, is AOC paying her taxes? There would be like a Daily Beast article, Washington Post article. That's all before Nancy Pelosi is done with her first cup of coffee, ruling with an iron fist. Republicans don't play like that.